One of my favorite relationship maxims comes from Romans 12:18. Oftentimes I'm finding myself in conflicts with people, and I'll say this phrase to myself, well, I've done my part. And normally what I mean by that is that I've gone as far as I need to go to try to mend the gap between us. But this relationship maxim from Romans 12:18 always calls me to a higher standard. It says this, if possible, as far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. That one's hard, honestly, because I think in relationships, we have this idea that there's like a 50-50 responsibility, right? It's 50% my job to shorten the gap that exists between us because of this conflict, and it's 50% their job. So if I've gone my 50%, then I need to wait for the other person to go their 50%. But what this verse calls you to, is to go as far as possible. So oftentimes what I found, that's far more than 50%. That's far more than halfway. This is what the Bible calls us to. It calls us to live at peace with everyone as far as it is possible. Now, it's not possible to be okay with evil. It's not possible to be okay with abuse. It's not possible to be okay with injustice. However, there are all sorts of evils that we can bear. There's all sorts of injustices that we can forgive as long as we're not allowing someone to chronically mistreat us or mistreat other people. We can mend the gap. So I don't know what relationships are in your life that you feel like have been blown apart and you're waiting for them to come do their part. Maybe take some time today and think about this Bible verse. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Let's be people that shorten the gap, not just waiting for someone to do their part, but because of the strength and grace that God has given us, even going so far to go as far as possible on our end so that we can reach people, we can shorten the gap, we can end conflicts, and ultimately live with peace with people, knowing that we have a God that literally came from heaven down to earth. He shortened the gap between us and God. So what are we going to do to shorten the gap between us and others? Hope that encourages you.